The universe is a crazy place. In fact, it's probably the craziest place you've ever been. It's full of exploding stars and immortal jellyfish, and it's been kicking around for almost 14 billion years. Here are some awesome facts about the universe which will blow your mind. 51 years ago, humankind took its first steps on the moon, and the bootprints will probably still be there a million years from now. That's because the moon has no atmosphere, so there's no wind or water to sweep through and erase the marks. If you fell into a black hole, you would stretch like spaghetti. Astronomers call this spaghettification because the intense gravitational field pulls you into a long thin piece of spaghetti. We are all made of stardust. Many of the atoms you're made of, from the calcium in your bones to the iron in your blood, were brewed up in the heart of an exploding star billions of years ago. When you tune your TV between stations, a small percentage of the static you see is actually the afterglow of the Big Bang. One problem with working out the age of the universe is that there are stars in our galaxy which are thought to be 14 to 18 billion years old, which is older than the estimated age of the universe. So, either the stars must be younger or the universe is older. Before we continue further, be sure to subscribe to the channel, that way you won't miss any of our weekly videos. If you touch two pieces of the same type of metal together in the vacuum of space, they will fuse and bound together until eternity, or until you break them apart. We're able to have solar eclipses because the sun is exactly 400 times the size of the moon, but the moon is 400 times closer to Earth. There could be 500 million planets capable of supporting life in our own galaxy. Astronomers believe there are 100 billion galaxies in the universe. If you want to extrapolate those numbers, that means there are around 50 quintillion potentially habitable planets in the universe. Do you still think we are alone? There could be an infinite number of universes, the concept of atoms only capable of being arranged in a finite number of ways in time and space, ultimately leading to the repetition of events and people. Other theories propose bubble or parallel universes and brane worlds that hover just out of reach of the dimensions we experience. The galaxy of which we are a part, the Milky Way, is actually whirling rapidly, spinning our sun and all its other stars at around 100 million kilometers per hour. The human brain is the most complex object in the known universe. Our brains are remarkably complex objects with 100 billion neurons, a quadrillion connections, and we still know very little about how this organic supercomputer operates. The largest asteroid in the solar system is a whopping 329 miles in diameter. It's called Vesta, and yes, 329 miles is really big, that's about 25 times the length of Manhattan. There's a giant cloud of alcohol in Sagittarius B. It is a vast molecular cloud of gas and dust floating near the center of the Milky Way, about 26,000 light-years from Earth, and it contains 10 billion liters of alcohol. This might be the right place to colonize in the future. Astronomers have discovered the largest known diamond in our galaxy. It's a massive lump of crystallized diamond called BPM 37093, otherwise known as Lucy, after the Beatles' song Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. Ordinary, observable matter, like stars and planets, makes up a measly 5% of the universe. The other 95% universe is made up of invisible dark energy and dark matter. That means there's 95% of the universe that we don't know about yet. There might be as many as 3 sextillion stars in the universe. That's 3 followed by 23 zeros. That's more than all of the grains of sand on Earth. When a massive star explodes, its scrunched up core forms something called a neutron star. Neutron stars are so dense that just a teaspoon of their material would weigh more than Mount Everest. The explosion can spin the neutron star to mind-blowing speeds up to 600 rotations per second. There's also a planet made of diamonds that's 2 times the size of Earth. The super-Earth, Aka 55 Cancri, is most likely covered in graphite and diamond, making our dirt and water planet look like a real dud. Though it is impossible to smell space directly or through a spacesuit, astronauts report that upon returning from a spacewalk, their gear smells distinctively like seared steak, hot metal, and arc welding fumes. The source of this odor could be byproduct from dying stars, the traces of which can be found throughout the universe. The full cost of a spacesuit is about $12 million, although 70% of this is for the backpack and the control module. About 3,000 stars are visible to the unaided eye on a clear moonless night. About 100,000 stars can be seen using a small telescope. There are an estimated 100 billion stars in our own Milky Way galaxy. The stars we see in the night sky are very far away from us, so far the starlight we see has taken a long time to travel across space to reach our eyes. This means whenever we look out into the night and gaze at stars, we are actually experiencing how they looked in the past. 1 year on Venus is equal to 224 Earth days. And 1 day on Venus is equal to 243 Earth days. Which makes a day on Venus longer than a year. And to top it off, Venus is the only planet in our solar system that rotates backwards. Which fact did you find most interesting? Let us know in the comments section. Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you liked the video, then make sure to subscribe to our channel.